Is one of the most diverse countries in the world, with roughly 40 ethnic groups that are indigenous to the country. Today I want to talk about the 5 largest groups, starting off with the Itizo people, also known as the Tizo. There's roughly 2.3 million of them living in Uganda, making up 7% of the population, and a further 400,000 of them who live in Kenya. They can be found mainly in the northeastern part of the country. They speak a very unique language that's actually more closely related to languages in, for instance, countries like South Sudan and Tanzania. In this language, the Atizo language is actually even less related to languages that can be found in southern Uganda. At number 4, we have the Kiga. This group is also known as the Abakiga. There's roughly 2.4 million of them in Uganda, making up 7% of the population. They're mainly found in the southwestern part of the country, and they're known for this very unique dance. It's called the Ekazino dance, and it consists of a lot of leaping and stomping, and this is usually done for very important ceremonies. At number 3, we have the Basoga. This is also sometimes just simply called the Soga people. There's roughly 2.9 million of them, making up 9% of the population, and they are mainly found in the southeastern part of the country along Lake Victoria. They have a very unique ceremony / music / dance. This is called the Big Wala. This consists of, for instance, a group of usually 5 people, each playing a horn, and each horn has its own just plays one note, but together the 5 horns make a very nice melody. The Big Wala, the ceremony, is actually recognized by UNESCO as a very unique form of culture, which is unfortunately possibly facing extinction. So I really hope that the younger people of the Soga people will be able to maintain this cultural ceremony going forward. At number 2, we have the Nkole. They're also sometimes called the Banyan Nkole, and part of my pronunciation. There's roughly 3.2 million of them, which means they make up roughly 10% of the population, and they can be found in the southwestern part of the country close to the border with Rwanda. They have an interesting social system where they're divided up into 2 groups. The smaller group are called the Hima. They're mainly pastoralists, while the much larger group, the Iru, they are mainly agriculturalists. And finally, we have the Baganda. This is the largest group at 5.5 million, making up roughly 16.5% of the population. And they can be mainly found in the south central part of the country along Lake Victoria. What's really interesting about them is they have one of the oldest surviving kingdoms in Africa, the Buganda kingdom, and this kingdom has existed actually since the 1300s. Thank you so much for watching my video. I highly encourage you to subscribe on TikTok or any other platform so that you can help support me, and go check out some of my other stuff where I talk about, for instance, colonization, Africa, and politics from my own perspective. Thanks.